Hey there, Thursday Night Crew. I'm going to go through what we have on the board. I'm just going to explain a little bit about what we're going to be looking forward to in today's class, and then we'll get to practice. So our uchi-uke, our inside block, pulling hand, action hand, coming up and to the side. I'm using this as an underhook. So with my partner, I'm using my elbow to go inside, under the arm, uchi-uke behind them, and grab the shoulder. So it's an inside block to a shoulder grab from the bottom. Here. Once I've made this attachment point of grabbing the shoulder from the bottom, from that point, I'm going to imagine an X, right? Line this way, back and forth that way, and a line back and forth that way. So I'm here, underneath, I've got my X as my attachment point, and each one of those directions is a different action. So if I want to continue underneath, I'm going to do a duck under. I'm going to use my elbow from my hold to make myself a doorway, lifting the elbow, and then I'm going to duck, bending my knees, keeping good posture, under, and once I'm under, then I have a choice. I can either under and get away by using both elbows out to the side to run, or I lift up, I duck under, and I turn and look towards to take the back, and then I'm here. Another direction, stay back. Once I'm here, instead of going under, if I want to go towards, I want to go forwards on that plane. So I've gone that way, now I'm going forwards that way. I'm going to go straight into my opponent with my chest and my shoulder here, and once I walk in, I'm going to grab the body lock. So over the arm or under the arm, clap my hands together, palm to palm, gable grip, fingers going over and around here. So it's just a quick clap grip from here into your opponent, clap to finish. So if I'm on this side, I can show, here's my grip, and then I'm moving in towards this way, right? Using my pec, my shoulder, straight in, bumping them sideways, go over the arm, or if the arm's up, I can go under the arm, doesn't really matter. But if I can chop it, I will. So that's from our attachment point, going in, duck under, away, going in, body lock towards, going away, like moving back on my opponent's side, moving back towards, I'm doing what we call a collar drag. I'm just holding the shoulder with my position. I'm going to run away like I'm on a hula hoop. So I'm not going straight back. I'm going to shift back to the side. So I'm going back, but I'm also turning my body. I'm reorienting myself as I go. Keeping my hand just as a frame in front of me, as I reorient my body, you can see the pulling direction is going to be kind of a circular motion this way. So I do that here, and I move and do that pull, I'm going to end up swinging my partner around a little bit. And that's the idea, is that I'm cutting a circle and pulling to generate movement, and when my partner stops at the end of that movement, that's when I can produce my next action. So whether I do a percussive action, I'm moving, and then I'm striking somehow when he's finished, or maybe I was having a real tough time getting for that duck under, the arm's been really heavy, so I move, and once we stop moving, I get that duck under, right? I can chain anything I want together, it's just that moment in time. So going for the last one, from that same attachment point, I've gone towards and away with getting under, I've gone towards with the body lock, I'm going backwards away with a collar drag, and now I'm going away and away. From here, to get that way, I'm going to sag. I'm going to hold on to my frame. I'm going to let the rest of my body just kind of go limp and use all my weight to just pull down on that side and kind of pull down. You could go all the way down to the ground. If you're going to know that you're going to change it to a ground game right away, you can hook the leg and grapevine on either leg as you go down to just get some control over that. But my preference is just to sag enough that we start going and then regain my control so he goes down and I stay standing. Sag and then lift, and I can finish as they're going down. And that's the uchi-uke. That's our inside block, getting the underhook and working our X from there. The other combinations we had, or the other attachment point, was the left side of the head. We're using soto-uke. We're using outside block, this one. So the important points for this one is, as my grip is coming around, as my block is coming around, I want to land the elbow on the shoulder pad right at the front. I want to get the arm against the neck, second, and then I want to get the hand on the head, fingers vertical, third. So it's elbow, arm, hand on the shoulder, the neck, and the head. So you get used to just grabbing in that way. Once I make that attachment point, again, I have my X from this side. I can have 4 directions. So if I move, again, back and towards, I'm going the X this way. It's a collar drag. I'm moving back and towards, and it's very similar motion to the underhook. I'm just having the frame pull from the head. Another one that I'm doing, when I go towards and away, like I'm going through and towards my opponent, so I'm going this way, I'm going to sag and drive. So I make sure that I switch my feet so I have the opposite hand to my front foot. Then I lean all my weight onto my hand and I just kind of collapse this way. Right? I'm just kind of sagging in. Once all my weight's on my hand, which is on my attachment, then I'm going to use my elbow to drive forwards. I'm going to move my feet, shuffling in. And this is the position that I can drive forwards from, right? I'm here, opposite, my weight's forward, and this is where I could be hitting or just covered and just driving into a wall or just to get away, right? So sag your weight and then drive in. Another one is a snap down from here as I go in and away, right? So one of them is that way with a collar drag. When I go away that way, it's a snap down. So what I'm going to do is as I step back on this angle, I'm going to articulate my wrist to make the chin touch the chest, then articulate my arm to make him come down. And as he's coming down, I'm stepping on that back angle so that he comes down that way. I can join the hands to keep him down. I can do all kinds of techniques from that action once he's down, including simply just getting away and taking it back, right? If I'm here and I can come, I go 1 and keep some weight on him as I get around and then run, right? It's all just about getting the posture broken so you can keep some weight on it. The last one is a slide by, and all that means is I'm going to do something where I can go past him, right? Often, you can use your other hand too. A setup that I've seen used before is you just shove your arm into their neck to cause a reaction, and if they don't do anything, you just continue to like press until they pass out, right? I am just going to force my arm or my bottom of my fist into their carotid artery. Bring your hands up to try and stop this. Grab my arm. There, right? And they're coming up to try and stop something like that. So from that position, their hands are up. I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to go under, and all in one motion, I'm going under and over. So it's this, under, over. Big motion around. So I have this, I've pressed in, they've come up, I go under and over, and I kind of throw their arm over their body, and now I'm behind them, right? I have my objective, I can push and run, I can attach and control, whatever I need to, but it comes from this, and then I do something to get their hands up. Maybe if I grab and they start grabbing their hands up too, this is perfect. Because now all I need to do is just go under this arm from the outside, under, and keep it going. Under, over, and it's just dive in and around. As I'm doing that around, I'm just shuffling in. 1, 2. You kind of throw it over your body and move forward. And that's the last point, that's slide by. So we have sag and drive, snap down, collar drag, and slide by for the outside block. And those kind of are basic 8, basic 4 for each one. Have fun. And now I'm going backwards away with the collar drag.
Okay. See you next time.
We're done. This is all edited out. Well, I'll just edit all this out. 3, 2, 1.